Hello. I'm like a few seconds early. I'm assuming we're all okay with that. Welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday to y'all. Um, Erica, thank you so much for redeeming a word of the stream. I will get to that. It wasn't the first thing first, but for first things fourth. Uh, what up, Willis? Good job getting first. Pat yourself on the back. You get to be first today. Good for you. It is delightful to see you all. There's a few other redemptions we're gonna work through. Um, I'm very happy to be here. I have terrifying new masks. I'm excited about that too. Ha! I'm feeling a little overwhelmed at this moment, but that's okay. So, Willis, thank you very much for redeeming Hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. SNK, thank you for redeeming third. I'm gonna try this. Erica. And hello, Pseudo Rudo. Thank you for redeeming seasonal candy. I in fact have an Easter egg right here. It's great. It's great. I should have found Mario themed candies, but I didn't, and that's fine. So the word of the stream today, um, I have no guesses about word origin because it looks normal to me. It just looks like a word that I don't know. And so there's lots of phonics that are going to be very wrong. But the word of the stream is some pronunciation that is accurate of the syllables tendrombohitra, hitra. I'm not sure. Erica has, as usual, sent me a delightful link wherein I can let someone who knows how to pronounce it at me, and from there we can learn together. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you very much for popping in today and spending a little bit of time with me. If you want to let me know exciting things about your day, or less exciting things about your day, I suppose. I'm a reasonably good listener. I would love to hear if you guys have had a good day or not while I attempt to remember how to spell a word that I do not know. Ooh, this is coming out smaller than usual, but I think that that's probably okay. Excuse you. My Switch is sleepy. Tendrombo. Hitra. Hitra. Voila. Oh, a day that's both lazy and productive. That's a fantastic sort of day, Erica. I dropped the bottom of my chalkboard, so you'll have to excuse me all for a moment. Oh. I'm extremely talented at dropping things. It's a skill set of mine. It's a delightful skill set of mine. So there you go, folks. Am I holding this low enough? Yes. That is the word of the stream today. And so now we're going to learn where it's from. We're going to learn how to actually say it. Ooh, a lot of chores but took a lot of breaks. That's the way to do it. You know what? As I eat my seasonal candy, because chocolate is very tasty and extremely good for you in small doses, that is the thing that I've learned. I was raised by a mom who, one, very cool lady, but two, very much was like the Energizer Bunny in a lot of ways. Like if she got going, she could go for ages. And her pattern was always do everything and finish it. And then you can just relax with whatever the rest of your time is. And it helped her to do things that way. And so I learned that as a pattern. And I'm like, as an adult, not for me. For me, it is do the one thing, then take whatever break required to recover, then do the next thing. And so there's a lot of uh, object in motion must rest, and then object at rest must get back into motion, which is difficult. Starting a car is the most difficult part. Starting a chore is the most difficult part, but it works for me. And so I'm glad to hear that you were taking lots of breaks. Okay, now I need to learn how to say this word while my mouth is completely full. That's a great time to learn how to pronounce words, right, chat? It's a fabulous time. Oh my goodness, 10 whole streams. Rudo, that's amazing. Thank you for being here so consistently. And congratulations on your streak. Malagasy. Ooh, so it means a mountain. I have definitely said it wrong. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I was very wrong. Tendrombuitra. But better. That's interesting. Okay, now I need to look up a different linguistic origin. Because the MB consonant pairing is something that I typically associate with a specific type of language. And now I want to know where Madagascar. That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, I have learned I was wrong. It looked like it was going to be regular phonics and it was not. And that's why we do this. You know? I mean, it's somewhat why we do this. I think it's why Erica does this. I do this because I own a chalkboard. Chat, do you know what's very exciting that I just realized? In 9 days, Princess Peach Showtime comes out. I'm very excited for that. Willis, thank you very much for redeeming non-seasonal candy. My seasonal candy, as y'all saw, was a chocolate egg. And so I figured, what kind of chocolate is wholly non-seasonal? And then I decided that you can have hugs any time of the year. There you go. Seasonal and non-seasonal chocolate both done. Also, Willis, I don't know if you noticed this. I'm drinking water tonight because when I left home this morning, it was 2 degrees Celsius. And when I got home this morning, it was 20. You heard that right. We went from 2 degrees to 20 degrees. So I'm very warm. My sinuses are very angry. My head is not sure either what time zone it's in, or what season. And so this is why I'm somewhat overwhelmed. Buttons, it is a-okay. I am lovely. I'm very happy to see you. Partially because when someone else redeemed first, they asked where you were. And I was like, oh no, I was in lurk mode for like an hour and a half at the end of my workday, and I don't know if there's anything that's gone on that has changed. So I'm just happy to see you. It's lovely. You're very constant for me. That is a good reason. Hello, Miss Mermaid. 35 to 68 for non-metric folks. Thank you for that. I can't do conversion very effectively from Celsius to Fahrenheit. I am very good. This is a talent of mine. I am very good at doing the kilometers to miles, which is useful because on some Canadian cars, they don't have miles marked. And so if you ever want to drive those cars in the States, you have to be able to do that. You so Googled it. And here I was just thinking you were like brilliant at the Celsius Fahrenheit transition. I never would have known. Climate change, upside down smile. It's true. It was a fairly significant. It was -10 when you got up and now it's 6. That's a similar swing of degrees, but that is unfortunate that it started out much colder for you. So literally, chat, this morning, I understand there's a game right here. I do understand that. But this morning I checked the temperature because I always do. I never trust the outdoors. And my weather app told me it was going to swing from 2 degrees to 10 degrees. Lies! Because it swung all the way up to 20. And I went, oh, that's interesting. Okay, I need to wear layers. because I'm going to need to be able to take some of those layers off in this afternoon. So this is why I'm wearing short sleeves here, because I had a sweater. And what I had, I mean, essentially it's a raincoat, but it's kind of like a windbreaker on over top of the sweater. And I was thinking to myself, I'll wear the windbreaker and I'll put the sweater in my backpack. And then for some reason I forgot about that. And I put them both on and walked outside and immediately just went, no. Dropped the backpack, took both of them off, stuffed one of them in the backpack. I was just like, no, it is so hot right now. I cannot conscience wearing either of these things. Just know I could be in a tank top right now and I'd be happy. It was so hot. According to my friend from Gatineau, you guys use Fahrenheit for measuring the temperature of pools. We do sometimes. We also use Fahrenheit for measuring the temperature of ovens, if I'm not mistaken. And so, Canada, there's a flowchart meme online, which I'm sure you folks have seen around. Canada is super not consistent about what types of measurements it chooses. And so we measure distance in kilometers, but height in feet and inches. Okay. Like it's very much, which like height is a form of distance, just a different form of distance. I mean, actually, to be fair, as my husband would say, we actually measure distance in hours, which is not part of the conversation, but that's okay. And Celsius Fahrenheit is one of those that we use Celsius for like outdoor and indoor temperature by and large, but we use Fahrenheit for ovens, we use Fahrenheit for pools, we use Fahrenheit for like lots of other things that it's like, why though? Like it almost seems like we use Celsius for like expressing how it feels outside and we use Fahrenheit for everything else. Yeah. Devashide said, I would like to know what your height is in kilometers. If it's actually 0.0018 kilometers, I respect that so hard. And now I need to learn my height in kilometers. Feet in inches does work better for height. Centimeters is often what gets used in place of that. And you can use like meters and centimeters if the person is tall enough, but I am not. And so I definitely think giving the two, like the this many feet, this many inches, gives people a much better understanding of a ballpark of what to expect if they were to actually see you. And so, for example, chat, I would love it if you were to guess right now how tall you think I am, because I've never had someone get that right. um, Via online communication, I should specify that. People who stand next to me often do get it right. Outside is where Fahrenheit shines. It's true. Lady Q is less than 1 meter. I did admit that. In inches or kilometers, Bushide was kilometers. Always kilometers, forever kilometers. At some point, we're going to play a game, but I don't know when because this is so much more fun. Okay, so Miss Mermaid has guessed 164 centimeters, and I need to figure out what that is in feet and inches. Ugh, nobody knows how to convert this. Okay. I have a rough conversion for that. Bad at Buttons has said 99 centimeters. I might have given you false information, Buttons. I'm either super tall or super short. Okay. 0.002 kilometers. Okay. I'm like Googling these conversions and I just want to write 0.002 kilometers in any other more useful measurement. Okay. So technically you have guessed 200 centimeters, yeah? Erica's going with 4.9. Oh, great guess. So enjoyable. We can go with M as well. 2 millimeters tall. Definitely that one. Sam guesses 1/16 of a furlong. How much is that? I don't even know. 1/16 of a furlong is apparently 12.5 meters. These are the best guesses. We have like 2 millimeters to 12.5 meters. This is so funny. Ooh. Are people surprised when they meet me that my height is unexpected? That is a great question. I'm not sure. I do think there's a bit of a consensus, but like people don't normally express this to me very often. If they meet me online and then meet me again later in person, it's not often something that gets talked about. Okay, Buttons' real guess is 5'4.5". How big is my personality? Miles. He says he stands by it. I respect that so much. If you're small, people will express it. That is true, and therefore I have given you a hint. So, chat, most of your guesses, so the guess of 164 centimeters, that is fairly equivalent to around 5'5". 200 centimeters is more than that, though. It's like 6.5 feet. So 164, the guess of 164 centimeters was 5 feet 5 inches, and the guess of 200 centimeters, otherwise known as 0.002 kilometers, was 6'5". These are fantastic guesses. I'm not sure I know my shoe size. It keeps changing. Using my screen as a point of reference, you appear to be in the neighborhood of 6 inches tall. Yes. You want to guess margarine? Buttons, my accent isn't that bad. Okay, so it's interesting because, like, other than the guesses that were clearly jokes, most actual guesses, like the two guesses that I'm accepting as non-joke guesses, were 5'5" and 5'4.5". And that is actually fairly universal. Most people think I'm about that. I'm 5'8". And so I think the reason people don't mention it often to me is that I somehow give off this impression of being like reasonably average, and I'm actually a little tall in context of where I live. Um, I don't think I'm actually that above average, but for some reason, Southern Ontario, most people, like most women, do land a little bit lower. 5'8" is not that tall. My sister's 5'11". My mom, however, is 5'7", and when I outgrew her, I think I died a little inside. 172, I think, is pretty close. Sam was so close. 12.5 feet. So close. Definitely. What he was not was closest without going over. I also had one person that when I asked them how tall they thought I was, they said they thought I was 5'11". And that's very interesting because most people who have any context for my height, thank you, Willis. You're so supportive. Most people who have context for my height have that context from having seen me guest on K Menzel's stream. And K Menzel is very tall. And when I sit next to him, I look incredibly short. And the reality is that's like so fake because so much of my height like disappears when I sit down. And so when I sit next to him specifically, I look like even shorter. And yet someone was like, I think you're like 5'11", 5'10", and you can stand next to K Menzel and be fine. And I'm like, I really cannot. He's so tall. Maybe I just don't think 5'8" is tall because my sister's a giant. My sister is gorgeous. She is quite tall. I always thought she could be a model. Your wifey is correct, Willis. I am short-waisted. I am, however, not long-legged. I have, like, my hips are a third of my body. I have the longest hips of anyone I have ever met. And so I still somehow managed to have really short, like, my feet are not touching the floor right now. I'm sitting on an office chair at a normal desk height, and my feet are not on the ground because they don't reach. And I'm not short, but I am short-waisted. That is true. It's completely correct. I'm like entirely hip. You give yourself an extra 2 inches on your driver's license. That's funny. My driver's license, I think, still says I'm 5'6" because I was 5'6" when I was 16 and got my license, and I still grew another 2 inches between 16 and 20. And nobody has allowed me to update my height. Like, I have told them multiple times on license renewal, hey, so I'm a little taller. And they're like, I don't care. And give me another, like, I flat out had them say, doesn't matter. Here you go. And I'm like, that's not very helpful. My hips do not lie. I bat at buttons. Fantastic question, because you have called out one of the two trickiest things about fashion designed for the feminine presenting for me. I have not worn a one-piece swimsuit since I was maybe 14 because I cannot find any that fit. And so I have been wearing a two-piece for like most of my life because I can wear it. The other thing is pants. Finding pants that like pants are the worst. You've shrunk? Beavis, how badly? Are you now 0.002 kilometers tall? Same girl, same, except you're short. That's valid. Just give up on all fashion right now. Wear only what fits. Moo-moos for all. Crop tops that fit like shirts. Oh my gosh. Valid. So typically you used to be 6'3". Are you only like 6'2.5" now? Really? Is that like an arc in your spine or something, Beavis? Or are you settling? Is it all just gravity? Chad, it's been half an hour and I haven't even started this game. Okay. I just want to talk. It's that sort of day. It's so lovely to have y'all here. Why would we play a game when we're having a great time chatting? So if you missed last week, I just did a whole bunch of random side questing. And I needed to buy the all-night mask, which means I needed it to be later than 10 p.m. on the third night after having rescued the old lady. But I'm too afraid to do anything from that point, and so I'm just gonna reset, slow things down, Scarecrow song, do some other stuff, as one does. We can go to space for 6 months, come back an inch taller. Yes. You have acquired spine misalignments. That phrasing tickles my funny bone. But I am sorry for your spinal, your acquisition, Beavis. It doesn't seem as useful as other acquisitions. How do I measure gas mileage? In kilometers remaining? Oh, I measure gas mileage in kilometers per hour, actually. Like use, liters per 100 kilometers. And therefore I then transition that into hours remaining of driving because I'm insane. Don't ask me. But most cars in Canada calculate it as usage of liters over 100 kilometers. Liters to the kilometer as opposed to miles to the gallon. But specifically, liters to the kilometer is not very helpful because liters are very small and kilometers are very short. And so a usage of liters over a span of 100 kilometers as a rolling average is what a lot of cars are designed to do. I will slow this flow of time. Canada's super weird, man. Ooh. Ooh. That's super difficult, Beavis. Yeesh. At least you're still over 6 feet. Okay, I can see the edge. Nice. It allowed. We were ready for kilometers per gallon. I would. Should probably be wearing the bunny hood. I need to Scarecrow song. I need to not forget the Scarecrow song. Hooray for bodies not fully built to be upright, but they're gonna do it anyway. Yes. Actually, I should probably measure myself again. That was several glitches. Because I've been getting a lot of back pain over the last few months, and so I'm wondering if I'm shrinking. I'm probably fine, but I'm always curious about things like this. Wait, why is that small child the exact— hold on. Why is this small child exactly like this mask? Except I thought he was getting married. I think I've discovered an aspect of a side quest I'm going to have to do soon. The first indication that things were wrong was the back pain. Yep. Oops, I'm talking to him. I didn't mean to. I meant to do this. Dun, dun, dun. There's actual gameplay now, Pseudo-Rudo. Isn't that amazing? Humans are the only mammals that come out helpless. Because when we stood up, our hips changed and babies' heads couldn't fully develop and still fit through. Yep. I was just thinking of that because I was thinking about the soft spot on the baby's head that is like actually just you can feel brain because the skull isn't fully like grown over yet. And going, huh, how nice. Because if it did grow over, baby wouldn't fit. And like, oh man, it's amazing that reproduction ever happens. You're 5'5" and like 5'8". I was told at one point you were 5'6". I don't know if I was lied to or if you're shrinking. You know what? If you measure yourself at the same time every morning, you will get a much more consistent height. Whereas like typically, so whenever my mom measured me for height growing up, she would measure me when I got up in the morning because gravity hasn't like compressed me yet. And so that was the tallest I would ever be during the day. But most of my doctor's appointments were in the afternoon between like 2 and 4 o'clock approximately. And I always was measured shorter at the doctor's than I ever was in my mom's closet. That's just where she would mark us on the wall. Yoga's been doing wonders for your back pain. That's fantastic. Yoga is actually like super good for body aches and pains. It's phenomenal. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up both Child's Pose and Happy Baby. 1 second. 1/16 of a furlong. I don't need you anymore. What is the Child's Pose? Oh, yes. I love that one, actually. I didn't know what it was called. but boy howdy do I do those ones a lot. Happy Baby looks fun. I've never done that one. I also don't need to know how much 164 centimeters it is. It would, but it's probably very comfortable. Okay, that tracks. No. Okay, so we've done Scarecrow Song. We're slow. Like, we've slowed time, not like that I'm slow. I mean, maybe I am. Who knows? We need to find... Hold on. We need to locate access to the Stockpot Inn. Which means I think we need to break in. You can just look up yoga for back pain and be good to go. I should do that. I'm not serious enough about looking after some of my health concerns, and back pain and left knee pain is also like very, very low on my list of things that I'm bothering to deal with. And I know that I should, and yet I'm pretty sure I have arthritis in my left knee, chat. And it's heartbreaking. Oh, hello. It's her. Okay, so I don't know where I'm going, but I need to go somewhere. Let's just save here. Should... That's a good dirty word to have. I don't know that I've ever like used it maliciously against myself, but it does back me into corners. And so it would be nice, I'll rephrase, it would be nice if I cared enough about the changes to my body that I'm experiencing to actually look into figuring out how to smooth over my day-to-day lived experience. It would be nice. And sometimes I do, and I, as of yet, have not cared enough to try to fix anything. But I think that's coming. Because with the spinny weather that's jumping me from 2 to 20 and then back down as of tomorrow, the knee is starting to get really bad. And I think I probably want to talk to someone about that. Willis, thank you very much for redeeming Hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. And thank you also for redeeming Dehydrate. I do a lot of therapy, chat, and reworking terminology is like the #1 thing my therapist will ever ask me to do. Should. I should do this. I already thanked you for the Dehydrate, right, Willis? Today's a great day, chat. You guys are so nice. I'm very Canadian right now. Hey, Ruffles. Remember that time that you should sponsor me, Ruffles? Yeah, I didn't get your call, Ruffles. Anyway, All Dressed is delicious. If you've never experienced it, you likely won't regret it. Beavis, if I had your talent for wordplay, I too would enjoy playing with words. Words are great. Words are hard. Hi, Captain Mangoes. I am doing well. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed today, so we're not making as much game progress as we could, but I'm super enjoying chatting with y'all. Willis, that's what I'm talking about. Oh. Beavis, I don't know if I told you this or not, but fall last year, our marketing team at where I work was given the task of designing an ugly Christmas sweater, and they decided they wanted to put a pun on it. And the question that was asked to the office at large was, does anyone know any puns that would relate to winter or Christmas? And let me tell you, after half an hour of complete silence and not a single suggestion, I went, okay, I give up, and gave them like 7 in a row immediately. And the head of marketing was like, what did you? And I was like, listen, I'm not particularly proud of this, but these are the ones that I can come up with immediately on short notice. If you would like more, let me go home and talk to Kay Menzel, and I will come back with every winter or holiday themed pun that you could possibly want for your sweater. It was great. Dot's Pretzels. Have I ever had Dot's Pretzels? My favorite snack is fairly flexible. Oh, interesting. I don't know how long it's been since I've had that brand. So my favorite snack, if you're saying salty, then my favorite salty snack is Ruffles sour cream and onion potato chips. It has been my favorite snack for like at least 20 years at this point. I love that flavor. My favorite sweet snack, there's kind of 2 directions for this one because I find it a little bit difficult to decide. It depends on whether I want chewy or not, because I'm not someone who typically chews non-chewy candies. So like I don't chew chocolate. I put it in my mouth and let it melt. And so I have like 2 directions for my sweet snacks. My favorite chewy sweet snack is Jelly Belly jelly beans in any flavor that I like. My favorite non-chewy sweet snack would be Lifesavers. Either the assorted pack or the wintergreen. That's just dependent on vibe checks. I think a lot about food and I think a lot about snacks, so I tend to have very complex answers to some of these questions. Dots has mustard pretzels. Interesting. Hi, Plum. I see you there. How are you? Okay, I don't know where Andrew's grandmother lives, but we're gonna have to find her. Does she live here? Texture is a big thing. Yep. Oh, look at that. First try, chat. Okay, so we're gonna wear the world's most terrifying mask. This is called the all-night mask. I'm pretty sure it's illegal according to the Geneva Convention. Hey, look, I found a cow. But we need it to speak to this lovely lady. Tortoise? My name is Tortoise, apparently. I respect you not chewing non-chewables. Mermaid, thank you. This is all I need. How is my evening going? I am having a delightful time chatting, Plum. Literally, I'm like, is there a game happening right now? Am I supposed to be playing it? I'm having just a great time hanging out with people. It's lovely. I got a little overwhelmed right near the end of my shift because there was a super big weather swing, and so like none of my senses know what to do, and that's fine. I enjoyed my workday at least, so I'm like happy and in sensory overload instead of not happy and in sensory overload. So I'm having a great time and it's lovely to see you. I hope that you are having a wonderful night and looking after yourself. There's no game when people stream. Like, chatting's the only thing. You're a muffin after my own heart, Plum. Speaking of things being illegal according to the Geneva Convention, did you know that the move Blizzard was 90 accuracy with a 30% chance to freeze in Pokemon Green? Ah! Wow, I am super glad that that move was nerfed in other copies of that, because that is, yep, in the words of Miss Mermaid, broken. Absolutely broken. If you were facing any other, like, it would be nice to have my blizzards hit, but it would not be nice to get hit by. You know? I just need to get lucky when fighting dragons. Because I assumed it was because it was a war crime and that there was some memeing humor going on here. A war crime shoved into a cartridge, if you know anything about Pokemon at all. Internet memes, that's why. Okay, grandma voice. Grandma voice. We're gonna try it. Unless I want to just do Toad for this lady. No, that will hurt my windpipe so much. Enemies should not fight back in games, and therefore when they retaliate, they're cheating. Correct, Plum. I'm holding my glass wrong, chat. I just realized it. Because there's like a cute character on this glass, and it was facing me, not facing you. What is even the point of hydrating if you can't see whatever cute thing I'm hydrating from?
Him. Oh, Tortoise, did you finish helping Father? Then let Mother read you a story. Now, which story would you like to hear?
Ooh, light color change to purple. Hold on. Can I do that? Are you working? No. Miss Mermaid, thank you very much for that redemption. I need to find a plug real quick. Ah, I didn't charge my little light. Hold on. Actually, one moment. I might be able to fix this. Okay, I fixed it. There you go. So the color change is supposed to be for this, which is a super cool like prism light that I got this year, and it's just really pretty, and it does so many different colors that I was like, yo, that's really neat. And it has a really pretty purple, and that's fine. But the other thing that has a purple is that light right there, the one in my roof. And so that one can be purple. There you go. You just get the purple filter vibe. I wonder, that's not really better. It's not like more purpley in vibe when I turn off my ring light. So that's fine. 60 plus hours blocking and countering enemies in Rebirth is a valid tactic. They won't know what hit them. Interesting. That's a lot of hours before learning that. Okay. Oh. I am very glad that I reset the day, because, yup. So we're going to do the Carnival of Time story first, and then we're going to do the Four Giants story. And then it'll be the second day. This is probably something that if you're timing it effectively... Oh, Buttons, by the way, you were last week. I didn't say so because I hadn't seen you. It feels like this is one that if you were trying to be efficient about your usage of time and resets, you would want to get here at like 11 p.m. and then listen to the Four Giants. Okay, well, let's see what the Carnival of Time is.
The Carnival of Time, is it? The carnival is almost here, so it's good for you to learn its meaning. It's a little long, but I'll read it with some enthusiasm. The Carnival of Time. Each year, the season of harmony begins when the sun and moon are in alignment. Unrelated note, the sun and moon are going to be in a very particular sort of alignment next month, I believe. We're going to have a fun eclipse going on there. Kay Menzel and I just bought glasses so we could look at it. Paying homage to the way that both nature and time are tirelessly in the process of progressing, the Carnival of Time is when the peoples of the four worlds celebrate that harmony and request fruitfulness for the year. April 8th, 2024. Oh! For ages, people have worn masks resembling the giants who are the gods of the four worlds. Now it has become a custom for each person to bring a handmade mask to the Carnival of Time. It is said that if a couple united on the day of the festival and dedicated a mask as a sign of their union, it would bring luck.
This seems very applicable to Andrew and Cafe.
The centerpiece of the carnival is the clock tower, and on the eve of all the festivities, the doors to its roof are opened.
Ooh. Sorry. This story is making me sleepy. I'm glad Link's got the all-night mask.
From atop the clock tower roof, a ceremony to call the gods is held and an ancient song is sung. All of these festivities for the Carnival of Time are held so that we may ask the gods for a rich harvest in the year to come. You did a good job. That's all for Tortoise.
That is correct, Miss Mermaid. I did play through Majora's Mask maybe a decade ago. I know I got all the masks. And if you know what you get for getting all the masks, then you know why I remember that I got all the masks. I fought the final boss, but I do not remember like the back half of this game at all. And now I am going through trying to get another 100% completion. That's fair. I won't spoil it for you. I could spoil it for you. If you don't care if I spoil it, let me know and I'll spoil it for you. But I definitely... Oh, there's a test. Okay, I won't spoil it for you. I will not spoil anything. It's fine. But, like... there are reasons why you want to do collection. And so I know I did all masks. I don't think I did all heart pieces because there are absolutely certain heart pieces in this game that I did not get. The Swamp Shooting Gallery is one of them. I still don't have it in this playthrough either. And the Beaver's Race is another one. I don't think I did that. I really do not think I did that. And so, like, you know, there's certain things that I have done or tried for the first time on this playthrough, and it's been illuminating. Yes, getting all the masks does usually mean witnessing all the storylines, which is somewhat the point of the nuance and complexity of this game. Like, I do think... So, Ocarina of Time is a fun game to play, no matter your level of commitment to playing the game. It is fun to just go story point to story point and do nothing additional, and it is fun to hunt down every additional little thing that you can. Majora's Mask is a game that is at its most fun with you when you engage with it in the maximum possible way. That is the way that I would express that. Like, the more willing you are to try everything, the more fun this game becomes in comparison. You've erased the beavers from your mind. That's probably only fair, Plum. Okay, so are we gonna pass the test, Chat. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't know there was gonna be a quiz, but I have been surprised by quizzes after story time before. And so let's go. When does the clock tower roof open? On the eve of the festival. Okay. I'm a good boy. Terrifying. Thank you for the piece of heart. I was praised by an old woman. Yes. Yes. The spider house had potential to break me as well, and so I am very grateful to my walkthrough. There is another thing that I am now grateful to my walkthrough about because, again, like I said, I have much worse recollections of this part of the game, and there's something coming up that I think now that I've seen it, I remember how I did it. There's a section in Icana Canyon that we're about to get to, possibly not even today because I'm having just way more fun chatting. But there's a section in Icana Canyon that is the reason why every time I pop into one of those collect everything, I go, do I need bugs? Do I need a fish? Do I need... And my walkthrough reminded me. And I'm pretty sure when I first played this game, which was like sight unseen, I started this section, realized what it was doing after making a couple of trips back and forth around the map, and just went, nope, and opened a walkthrough and went, what do I need? Because I can't handle running back and forth another time. And so that's coming up. I think it is... I think it's going to be cool, but I think it's going to be a lot less frustrating if I just look up a list. Okay, so that was one story. And she gave me a piece of candy. I'm sorry, a piece of heart? Ooh, a piece of candy. So I'm going to ask her about this one. Because I think I get a piece of heart for each story. Which, like, when you think about how hard the beaver race was... And the fact that you had to do both to get a piece of heart, or no, both to get an empty bottle and then both again, but faster to get a piece of heart. And then you think about like the swamp shooting gallery and how you have to shoot everything in under the time limit. Like in comparison, these ones are so easy. There's no like middle of the road pieces of heart in this game. Hello, I like daisies. How are you? There's only pieces of heart that are impossible and pieces of heart that are so easy, but are sneaky to find. Like that's kind of the difference, is the ones that are obviously going to give you pieces of heart are very difficult to do. And the stuff that is not obvious or not required or nowhere in the game are just like, here, have a piece of heart.
This is quite long, but it is a good story for you to hear, so I'll read it with some extra gusto. Ahem. The Four Giants. This tale is from long ago when all the people weren't separated into 4 worlds like they are now.
Oh, Granny, if only you knew.
In those times, all the people lived together.
As one person who's just stolen 3 souls? Yeah, that's what I thought.
And the 4 giants lived among them. On the day of the festival that celebrates the harvest.
Oh, it really is that voice that makes me yawn.
The giants spoke to the people. We have chosen to guard the people while we sleep. 100 steps north, 100 steps south, 100 steps east, 100 steps west. If you have needs, call us in a loud voice by declaring something such as the mountain blizzard has trapped us.
Call us in a loud voice declaring something such as the mountain blizzard has trapped us. That is infuriatingly the wrong kind of specific language for this sort of story instruction.
If you have need of us, call us. If you have need of us, call us using the words that express your needs. If you have need of us, call us using words such as the mountain blizzard has trapped us.
So weird. The weirdest possible way to give this direction. And like, okay.
Or the ocean is about to swallow us. Your cries shall carry.
Oh, see now, they're all leg. Them's some short-waisted giants. And also, this is one of my... Okay, so I'm gonna borrow like an analogy of thought here. like Buttons, when you were playing Yoshi's Story earlier, Yoshi's Story is a game that fascinates me, but that doesn't necessarily make it good. So this is a giant design that fascinates me. I do not know of anyone else who has been brave enough to say giants, 99% leg. That's where they get their bigness from. Just so much leg. Games for days. Listen, they clearly do squats.
Now then, there was one who was shocked and saddened by all this. A little imp.
Is that Skull Kid in the corner there?
The imp was a friend of the giants since before they had created the 4 worlds. Why must you leave?
Yeah, no torso whatsoever from what we've seen. It's just face on legs.
Why do you not stay?
The child... Do they even eat Buttons? They've never used their mouths to eat that I've seen. But a thing that we have heard them do is both speak and sing, and I'm not sure how they do that with no diaphragm. So I'm super interested in their like internal organ structure. Maybe their brains are really small and the rest of their head is filled with the rest of their organs. Anyway,
the childhood friend felt neglected, so he spread his anger across the 4 worlds. Repeatedly, he wronged all people. Overwhelmed with misfortune, the people sang the song of prayer to the giants.
How is this a story that has happened already when I'm not done? I can, in fact, turn into a Deku, and I can also turn into a Goron. And so, yeah, I really shouldn't get hung up on the anatomy of giants. Welcome in, Chosen. Nice to meet you. Everything I do is for my own amusement. Meba Granny is a seer? Yeah? I mean, it's a storybook. And so someone also had to have written it? And I'm here for you, Miss Mermaid. Okay, where was I?
Overwhelmed with misfortune, the people sang the song of prayer to the giants who lived in each of the 4 compass directions.
And by people, she means me.
The giants heard their cry and responded with a roar. Oh, imp! Oh, imp!
Hi, Kate Bloomer.
We are the protectors of the people. You have caused the people pain. Oh, imp, leave these 4 worlds, otherwise we shall tear them apart.
Is this actually the story of, like, Majora? And Skull Kid is just repeating it? What do I mean on the how could this have happened when I'm not done? So she's telling the story, and my experience of listening to the story is she's telling the story of the person who noticed that the world was getting bad and there was an imp bringing misfortune, and so went to all the 4 corners and sang a song of prayer to all the 4 giants. And I'm like, I'm only at giant 3. How are you gonna tell me the end of this story when it's unfinished? Like, I haven't completed it yet. And so that was the thing that was like getting stuck in my brain, was like, this is a story of what Link is doing right now, and Link is not finished doing it right now. How do you know the rest of what Link is about to do, Andrew's grandmother? And that's why eventually my brain jumped around to, has this happened before? Like, is this actually the story of Majora? and then we have Majora's Mask, which Skull Kid has put on. Like, is that the lore? Anyway, this is fine. Parallels, purely coincidental. It is the story of Skull Kid and the Four Giants. Gee, Skull Kid, did you write this book and publish it? I mean, I don't even care if there is an actual answer. This is a very fun story. It has to have happened at some point in the past or a similar situation. Valid. Otherwise, the Oath to Order wouldn't exist. That is an interesting point. It's just pure chaos.
The imp was frightened and saddened. He had lost his old friends. The imp returned to the heavens, and harmony was restored to the four worlds. And the people rejoiced. They worshipped the giants of the four worlds like gods, and they lived happily ever after until literally right now.
Just how long Link took to get to Termina, because clearly time has passed before Link gets there as a Deku Scrub. True. But how long does it take to get cursed? Kate, you're the Fae. Can't you answer that question? That is also an excellent question, Buttons. If this hadn't happened yet, how would we know that the mask is dangerous? Interesting. Time is a weird soup.
Good job. Wasn't that fun?
Okay, this is a real question for anyone who's familiar with this game. What answer do I give here? Because according to my walkthrough, if I want the piece of heart, I have to say I don't know. But I would have thought the answer was singing a song. Because isn't that what the story said? And this is why sometimes I use walkthroughs instead of my brain. Because moon logic. It's, I don't know, pretty sure. I will trust you, Debashide Vissa, and if you're wrong... Actually, I don't need to trust anyone. Save state. This is one of those Zelda moon logic moments where if I'm supposed to say I don't know, why? Bamboozle. I listened hard. Okay, so that was the correct answer. Buttons, I'm so glad you were here to remind me of the thing that should be extremely obvious. Oh, do I dare risk it? There's a part of me that now that I have a save state, having finished it, like wants to go back to the other one and see what the wrong answer would do. But that's probably the only thing I need that mask for, like, at all. Cool. So Andrew's grandmother. Done. And so now a better and or different question. Yeah, because it's the second day now. I already reset the Scarecrow song. But I don't know how long it's going to take me to do any of the things. Yes, hello. You have not let me out of town. It's fine. I'm just gonna go get the chest that's over here and gives me 20 bucks. And then I think I'm gonna reset time again. Because other than the swamp shooting gallery, these are the side quests that I can do right now. And I don't think I'm up for the swamp shooting gallery tonight, so I am not going to be trying it. Which means I'm doing story progression. Actually, hold on. There's also a chest up here that I can definitely get. And there's a chest that I don't understand how to get, but that's fine. Free money. Okay. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to do any of the things that I need to do for story progression at this point. I do have a list of things that I need. And so what I am intending to do is deposit some money at the bank, reset time, reset Scarecrow Song, collect some money, collect some stuff, and then go back to Icana Canyon. So I will need my horse eventually. $160 is a lot of rupees to like just have. Every once in a while, this game confuses me mightily. That guy is too eager for every aspect of interaction with him. But he is very, you know what? Very realistic banker, super eager to take money. I don't remember what happens if you try to withdraw from him. I'm not sure I ever have. He is there for my hoarding. And for no other purpose as far as I'm concerned. Don't get close to that. It will cutscene me. Go talk to the Scarecrow. He's gonna jam out. I have already learned that. So it's fine. Okay. Of course I'm allowed to, but why would I? I don't need it. Yet. I'm not sure that this will do. Yes, it will. Very nice. Well, yeah. Faster. Psh. When have I ever made a choice because it's faster? I screen transitioned at the same time and I thought I was dying. I was too good at that jump. Love that glitch. Okay. So let me check, because you are correct on a few things, Rudo. It is faster to withdraw money, and therefore, depending on what I need to buy right now versus what I can find. It's walking so slowly. That's a great question. Am I using the Zelda Dungeon walkthrough right now? I've worked with a couple of them. Yes, the one that I have for the list is from a Zelda Dungeon link. Okay. So I think I need 50 for that. And then I need to find a cow. Does anyone know where I can find a cow?
Cows!
Hooray! I don't really want to waste that powder keg to blow up the rock to get to Romani Ranch. Whatever ranch. And so I do need to somehow find a cow, I think. I mean, I could. There's nothing that's stopping me. Yeah? Where can I find one, Rudo? How am I doing? I do have 10 bombs. That hollow log? Yes, I see that hollow log. Yup. Head over there? Okay. I will head over there, I promise, when I am finished with the collectathoning that I'm gonna do in this little place. I'm not even sure I need the bug, but I'm getting a bug because it's here. Why is typing so hard? Yes. Okay. So I do need to go into Woodfall anyway because I need to get beans and that's the best way to do it. I need 10 Deku nuts. Ugh. And I need milk and I need to buy a blue potion. So I do need... Very nice. Put you there. We'll put you there. We'll do that. I'm getting the Deku sticks because I like having Deku sticks, not because I need them for what I'm doing. 10 is just so much. Is it really worth just waiting for him to respawn 10 times? Because I can. Come on. I can, and I will. Come on. It's fine. Three-dimensional space is difficult. I am foraging because I have been reminded by my walkthrough that there are some things that I need in Icana Canyon. And so I am going with what my walkthrough says that I require. And it might be lying to me, but at least I'm trying. 6, okay. And how many bombs? 20, cool. I thought he wasn't gonna grow back. I do not need to go out of my way if I do not want to. And so does that mean I'm gonna get milk just by playing the story? I'll just grab it anyway. One more. And I probably am still gonna buy magic beans. Yay. Ooh, I do want those arrows. Okay. Okay. So I've gone to the hollow log. Where do I find a cow? I'm assuming there's like a hole somewhere near here. You can hear it. I can hear it too. Interesting. Okay, so that is another sound that is only found in like half. Can I? How do I? Secret cows! Nice music. Amazing. Milk will make me healthy. Thank you, cow. Right, I did not need to. Amazing. So I didn't know these cows were here. I'm not sure I've ever found them. They're amazing. Okay. So then I need 5 magic beans. The hole just disappeared after I came out of it. How does that make sense? I don't know why I'm walking when I could just fly. I don't even know if I'm going the right way because I haven't walked here in so long. Yes. All right. That's good. This is the right way. I assume he'll sell me multiple beans. Hi. Three. Four. I wish that you would just let me buy all 5 at once, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so my list is I need 5 magic beans, which I have. I need 10 Deku Nuts, which I have. I need 10 bombs. I have 30. That's fine. I need a fish. I need milk. Blue potion is optional, and powder keg. That is the list. Cool. Is that a little lurking Eevee? Oh, that's the cutest look I've ever seen. Okay. So then I should probably double check just to see if I am at what I am supposed to be at. I've done this on occasion sometimes. So I'm supposed to have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hearts. I have 16 hearts. And I'm supposed to have 2 pieces of heart, but I only have 1 because I haven't done the swamp shooting gallery. Okay, so pieces of heart are in the right place. I am supposed to have 18 masks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 masks. That's great. And I am supposed to have 5 bottles, and I do. Awesome. Okay. This is what I use walkthroughs for in this game chat, is like more than anything, just have I done the things that I can do? And they're actually very helpful for that in telling me, oh, you've unlocked some more things to do, but like more precisely what? Oh, Plum, you have a right to be exhausted. Get your butt to bed. Hee hee, I said butt. I hope you have a lovely night and that you rest well. I will solve everything. Okay. So I don't want to rush anything. We're going to save. Don't want to rush anything. But basically, there are 3 things we know about here. We know about this, which is the music box house, which is not working right now. It's currently surrounded by bad things. It's currently surrounded by bad things, and that's fine. Except it means that the little girl isn't coming out. So we've been told that there's a little girl in there who comes out and looks at things in the well? I don't remember the exact phrasing. But she comes out. And so I don't think she can come out right now. But there's something about a music box in that house. So that house is a house of interest. That cave over there behind the house is a cave of interest. We've been told don't go in there unless we have a song we learned in a grave, which we have because that was the Song of Storms. We learned the Song of Storms in a grave. And so then finally... Oh, there's one there. Well, that's tempting. I don't remember talking to him. We've learned about this place, which is an empty well, and the entry is prohibited due to ghost sightings. I did take a picture of the Garrow hint related to the girl. I found 2 of the other pictures, but I didn't find that one. And I wasn't going to flip back too much when I didn't really think it mattered for the moment, because I'm going to go into the cave first, I think, because I remember a Garrow hint telling me that, like, that would fix the river, and I want to know if that's doable. Every 2 minutes on every day, the girl who lives in the music box house goes to the dried well to check on something. Cool. I was right. It did use the term well, but I'm glad that I checked. Because yes, I did take pictures of those, and I took pictures of them for a reason. Okay. Ah! Took it off right at the wrong time. If he's near the bottom of the hill, I think I have actually beat him up, because I remember doing a couple of battles in this area. And they respawn, which is really weird. They respawn when I leave the area and come back, so I haven't actually put them to rest, and maybe they're not actually dead. Okay. So let's see what's up with this very creepy cave. This is not a very comforting setting, Nintendo, and I would like to ask you what you think is child appropriate. Anyway, cutscene? I have walked into a cutscene. I do not know who is speaking, and that makes it very difficult to choose an apt voice. I also do not know how long they are going to speak.
What business have you in a kingdom land where only the dead roam?
Reveal yourself. Old, ghostly. Good voice, thank you. I do a reasonable Toad impression. This guy looks smug and not in a good way.
This is no place for one as full of life as you. Or do you say that you wish to join the dead? That's fine. If that is the case, then sleep gently to the melody of darkness that the great composer Sharp shall play.
Oh, okay.
And join the ranks of the dead.
Ow. Nope. Maybe? He hurt me. So I've cutscened again, which means I think that was the right thing to do. I didn't want to wait or think too much about this because I think I took damage. Like, I think he was actually killing me with his music. But we already met his brother because his name is Sharp, and we met Flat in the grave where we learned the Song of Storms. And so, one, I actually remembered meeting Flat. So good for me. And I do remember that he taught me the Song of Storms, which is cool. Because from a logic perspective, if you don't remember that, or if you haven't spoken to the Garrow, like, why would the Song of Storms fix this? I'm very late to that, but oh well. You know what? Kate Bloomer, you tried. And that's really all that matters. So, like, I never would have connected Make It Rain on this guy. But I did connect, hey, I remember Flat. Flat taught me how to play the Song of Storms. You're Sharp. I think Flat, like, told me about you and wanted me to play that song at you. Ish. And then also I spoke to the Garrow who said don't go in there unless you've learned the song from the grave, which was the Song of Storms. And so, like, I just figured let's play it and see what happens, and apparently that was correct. But, like, I'm glad they told me, because if they hadn't told me, that would feel a lot like Moon Logic to me.
What is this? The song? No, it can't be. This song drives me insane.
He doesn't seem okay, chat. Like, the thing that I would have connected to the Song of Storms is the fact that I'm trying to fix the springs so that I can fix the river. And so water makes sense. But, like, not particularly because of Sharp, you know? Oh my gosh, yes. So first of all, best music box song. Second of all, I think it kills Redeads. Or they're dancing? Are they like breakdancing? Oh, nope, they are in fact done with this. Gotcha. So they do not like this music. I love this. It's perfect. It is exactly what a like, I'm a trained professional musician, Chad. It's not a thing that I like make money for anymore, but if I can call myself a professional gamer for doing this, I can call myself a professionally trained musician for like my history. And one of the things that is like super wonderful to understand from an analytics perspective of music is when something has happened that is like the quintessential summary of a genre or type of music. Like there are certain things that when you hear them, you go, oh, that couldn't be anything else. And I have never heard anything that is so music box. You know what I mean? Like, of course. And I love it for that. Yes, Miss Mermaid. In fact, it gives me nightmares. You're right. It is disturbing and not okay. We are officially in the nightmare part of the game. I mean, we've been in the nightmare part of the game since we saw the moon. But we're in the extra nightmare part of the game? You used to hate this song, but it lived rent-free in your brain for long enough. Da, 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 da. Flat and sharp. Otherwise known as B and hashtag.
Flat, my dear brother, forgive your foolish brother who dreamt of the revival of the royal family. Ye who do not fear the dead. With my brother's song, you have broken the curse that was placed upon me. It's all thanks to you. We dead should not be lingering here in this land.
Excuse me. This is the voice of a mushroom that just said we the dead should not be lingering here. And if that is not the definition of a fungus, I don't know what is.
It was all a trick of the masked one who had upset things. If you truly do not fear the dead, I wish for...
Whoops.
I wish for you to go to the temple in this land and sever the root of the evil curse that torments us.
Flat is a fun guy. And that was a fun joke.
To do that,
Please stop talking, Mr. Sharp, sir. Like, I can only Toad voice for so long, and I only have this much water left. Please. I'm gonna have to get more.
the only one who knows the way into the temple shall direct you to the king. The king is in the ruins of Icana Castle, awaiting the coming of the one who will break the curse.
Okay, so the Icana Castle that has doors that say it will not open ever, ever, ever? Cool. How are you gonna direct me to the king? Can I, like, swim in this? Hold on. I was sort of expecting this to, like, require work or effort and not just walk into here and play a song. But... can I swim in this? Oh. That was disappointing. Look, it's so dark, it doesn't even look like I'm on ground. I really thought this was deep. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. That was extremely anticlimactic. Oh no, I probably want that guy. But very amusing to me. Okay, so we have fixed the house. Whoop. So I frightened her. But every 2 minutes she comes to look at the water. What does 2 minutes mean? Do they mean 2 minutes real time? There was a hint about this though. Pardon me while I check my notes. I made a lot of notes. Real time. I'm not gonna wait 2 actual minutes. That's ridiculous. Ouch. This is fine. Go get more water IRL. That wasn't close enough. Oh, yes it was. Uh-oh. I freaked her out. Do I have to wait for her to be behind me? Hold on. I need to learn. What are the mechanics of this? Does she notice me if I like hide? You need to test something? You just need me and all of chat to laugh? After I say this next sentence, just everyone laugh. Okay, chat? We need to laugh. Kate Bloomer's gonna say a sentence and we need to laugh. It floats down. The actual laughter in chat is great though. I don't understand how to get her to like not go running back in. Ooh. So I can climb up there, which is good. If I hide here, where she can't see me. No, she spotted me. How? What is your pathing, girl? I'm just gonna watch her. Like the absolute creep that I am. Oh, she's going that way. That's why she spotted me. I thought she was coming to the water here, but she's going to the well. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I just broke into her house, chat. There is nothing there. I thought, okay, so in my defense, I thought, even though I know the direction that I was given was that she goes to the well, and I know where the well is, I still thought, oh, I saw her by the water over there, and that's where she's going. I am incorrect, but that is very much what I was thinking. Okay. So what do I do in here? Is she gonna get mad at me if she comes back and I'm still here? Whoops, we're going down the stairs now. What is in this room? Those look like speakers. Interesting. Yo! he has no excuse because I told him not to get seen. Okay, so is that her dad? Is he okay? Anyway, Tattle was pretty blunt. We're gonna try this. Oh, good. That's the happy noise. He is not okay. You are correct. Oh, we have a cutscene. Thanks, Tattle, for once again just telling me what to do. Icana Canyon is the canyon of did you read the dialogue or not? Oh, dear. Do I want to know what that alternate cutscene is, Pseudorudo? If you draw your weapon, she'll jump in between you. Is that Tattle? Like, if I try to hurt him, will Tattle be like, no, no? Kind of like with the sword. Last stream, Seiken asked to see my sword, and Tattle was just like, absolutely not. Okay, his daughter will just be back. Okay. You know what? That's good. I'm glad that the game cares to make it abundantly clear that you cannot kill. Good for her. I mean, she should kick me out of the house anyway. I'm a random boy who just walked in. Two things have just come to mind for me, chat. The first one is, do you remember when the little girl on the farm was like, I'm looking for an apprentice. You're a boy. And I laughed for days because I still remember that. Amazing. Oh, she's back. In fact, oh, Pamela. Her name's Pamela, chat. And his name is Father. What have I been doing this whole time?
You haven't been doing anything. You had a bad dream. You were just having a little nightmare.
I assume that's her speaking. It's unclear. Nothing is clear. Oh no. I do not want this mask. I don't want it. I do not want it. It looks so real that they'll think I'm one of them. I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, I have fixed their lives forever. Why is there a little Gibdo in here? Dude, what is your job? And also, please take time off. Creepypasta on the way to completion. Checks out. Okay, so I definitely needed that, but I also hate it. Can I? Will it let me back in, or do I have to bomb the house again? Oh no, we're fine. Oh, yay.
What you did for my father? Thank you. But you helping us, it's a secret from my father. Whenever anything strange happens, my father immediately starts talking about doing research. And he does all kinds of crazy things. So once he calms down a bit, I think I'll try convincing him to quit researching in this dangerous place and go back to town. So if my father sees you again, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is absolutely a case of that little girl had to become a parent for her parent. That's just wall. Okay. Talk to me, dude. Isn't this a fairy? Yes. I don't know if I would say she's mine. I had a different one, and that one has been kidnapped, and so I am putting up with this one in the meantime. Though, to be fair, I think they both are out to get me, considering how much they blatantly ignore my direction during combat scenarios. I am the famed academic who researches fairies, ghosts, and similar so-called supernatural phenomena. I thought... Sorry, have you met Tingle? Because you should probably just talk to him. Navi wasn't kidnapped, she just up and left. That's fair. The song Farewell to Gibdos, which the music box is now playing, drives away. Who names their music box tune Farewell to Gibdos? Okay, cool. Can you teach it to me? And how did you discover it? You don't just discover a song. Does he actually? Oh my gosh. In regards to ghosts, there isn't another academic who can match my knowledge, so ask me anything you'd like. Teach me. He doesn't seem to be teaching me. Dude, if you can't teach me the song, what is the point? I am very much ready to give up. So that seems like it was an okay order of operations. We got the river working, which means we got the house working. But does that mean we got the well working? Because it doesn't feel like we did anything to impact the well. There are posters? Listen, this is such a humongous waste of time when, like, I only have a certain number of days, and yet. Hi, Pam. Okay, that one's too tall for me. I am... Okay, so this is the ghost of a ninja. Its scientific name is Garrow-Robe. They are shells that are empty on the inside. They are the shells of spies from an enemy nation sent to investigate Icana. They have been unable to forget their living days. Even now their spirits, emptiness cloaked in darkness, continue to spy. Terrifying. They do frequently appear near this entire town, frankly. I am not curious about this picture. It is a mummified man. Its scientific name is Gibdo. A tale in Icana tells of a treasure that rests at the bottom of the well on the hilltop. The spirits of those who become Gibdos upon entering the well in search of that treasure still linger inside. Terrifying. Going down there is a petrifying experience, so the mummy hunter may become mummified. So I literally need to wear this terrifying mask in order to deal with the well. Okay, well, I'm glad... I am glad that I talked to him more. But I'm not really loving this section. No. Oh, there's a ladder. I did not notice that on any other trip up here. This is going to be a similar bottom of the well experience. Miss Mermaid. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for redeeming costume time. Let me see which ears I find first. I am going to be finishing up stream in about 10 minutes, just letting folks know. But I am going to find some ears first. Well, I found one. There we go. Okay. So I have a couple of different types of ears, but the ones that I found first were these ones. These are my elf ears. This way. You're cooking dinner. Just rock the ears for 10. Absolutely. Hold on, there is a way to anchor these effectively despite the chaos that is my hair. Typically. Come on. Oh my gosh. That is not showing very well, but that's okay. That's why we have 2. I would happily rock the ears for even longer. Come on. Ooh, almost. A little bit too much in front. Okay, you know what? I think for effect, that's pretty good. There you go. We got ourselves some rockin' ears. This one is just like super not visible on camera, but that's okay. We allow. I'm very like faced in a particular direction right now. That's fine. So there you go. Kindly enjoy. I think I have cat ears in there somewhere too, and I also have reindeer antlers. Anyway, I just stopped in pure darkness. Fine. Fine. This is not going to be my favorite thing, chat. I can already tell you. But let's go. Interesting. Do I kill them? I mean, he's looking at me and that's terrifying. This is a very complicated mini-map. There is more than one way to go. Is this a maze? Can I? Oh, I don't like that. I can talk to them. Oh no. I hate it. I'm gonna have to hear that screech every time. Okay, so he wants the blue potion. I didn't bring one of those, which is fine. And so what does this guy want? The worst sound. Why would you make that sound required?
Leave it, leave it, leave me something delicious to chomp on. Something that sprouts when it's watered, preferably 5 of them.
I hate this. Here you go, you terrifying, terrifying being.
This, I bear you no remorse.
Cool. And so if I leave here, I'm gonna have to start over. Awful. Whoop, whoop. Well darn. I was not expecting that, and I did not have a weapon equipped. Hold on. For my sanity... Get over here, you dumb bat. Dumb bat. Okay. We're gonna do it this way. Ooh, it might be a cycle thing. Okay, so... I just very much did some overkill on that because I was getting annoyed. This is interesting. Oh, I want that. I see. Wow. I am way too clumsy. Ouch. I'm way too clumsy about like where I'm standing and what I'm doing at this point. Interesting. So we have fire. We have the ability to get some Deku sticks. And then we have 2 more of these guys. Okay, so there's a wall master in that room. I think anybody who's been watching me play this game for a while knows how I feel about wall masters. Hate the dungeon hands. We say no to the dungeon hands. Okay, as long as that didn't wreck my progress. Cool, it did not wreck my progress. Okay. I accept this. I'm not thrilled about the wall master because I didn't see a shadow. Nor did I hear a sound cue, but to be fair, I'm only wearing one earphone, and so maybe I missed it because maybe it was one of the panned noises. There are a lot of those in this game. But this is the creepy space, and so I'm not surprised, other than the like actual heart attack I had when it appeared. It is not surprising to me that one of the enemies in this space is a wall master. I just want them to not be alive. So we might try stabbing it next time if we find it. Definitely not my favorite. I do not think I'm going to finish this nightmare tonight. Typically, I stream till around 9 o'clock my time. Excuse me, which it is. And so I'm going to call it, and we are going to explore the bottom of the well next week. So I typically stream Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm a Southern Ontario gal, so that just happens to be my time zone. So if you are interested in watching me have pure panic attacks constantly for probably a solid half of the stream, you could come back next Wednesday and enjoy that. I am going to be here. I am insistent that this game is actually pretty good, but it keeps trying to prove me wrong. So we'll see if I make it through this section and still think of this game as good. That's the plan and the goal. So we're going to go on a raid because typing is hard. Pseudo-Rito. This is perfect, okay? Okay, this is perfect. This is why I say I have, like, sometimes dyslexia. I don't know how I typed that perfectly backwards from exclamation point on. Like, I didn't know I could. Anyway, let's. Why is everything backwards? It doesn't matter. I think I broke something and I don't know how to fix it. So make up your own raid message. I'm just gonna cry. Hi Mexico. It is the end of stream, and so I'm going to be raiding a friend shortly. But thank you very much. I'm gonna get there. Thank you for redeeming seasonal candy. Thank you for redeeming non-seasonal candy. You had to click in and out of the text box? Okay, that's working. There we go. Also, thank you, Buttons. It is a streamer-only command. Thank you for redeeming Dehydrate, and thank you for redeeming Hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. Okay, there's your Hydrate. Here's your Dehydrate. I'm giving people time to copy the raid message. And then we have both of our candies, and I am going to choose to enjoy those when stream's done, because we're gonna find a friend to read. Yeah, sorry about that. You can drop the emotes if you want to, Miss Mermaid. I've been thinking I probably should make the emote that I include like one of my follower emotes, but that still doesn't really help. It was not just you. That was horrendous and truly terrifying. I thought my brain was broken. Shotgun the candies. Just gonna, I mean, if you want me to, I can try. We're gonna raid Fiend, the Dragon Feeny, who is a delightful streamer here on Twitch. She's playing Mario Maker. I enjoy Mario Maker, and so we're gonna go hang with her for a little bit. I love that, Mexico. So there's the hug. We got this. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna manage it. It does need to be a global one. I love that. The terrifying Majora's Mask. That one's so good. And there's the seasonal one. You got it, Mexico. Now I can't speak, and so we're gonna go hang out with somebody else. Hopefully I'll see you next time. But even if I don't, have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. And as always, keep it cute. Bye.